Hi everyone, this is a tutorial for Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. My name's Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. So there are two parts to this song. There is the first part, which is the guitar solo, which I'll go over now. However, if you're not interested in playing the guitar solo, go over to the timestamp on the screen. That'll get you through to the chords and you can play everything along when Beyonce starts singing. Okay, so there is a bar that repeats 3 times. And to make my life nice and easy, when I play this, not only am I going to use finger picking, but I'm going to keep my pointy finger on fret 2 on the G string and my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. My middle finger goes on fret 2 of the A string, and I'm going to keep that there for the most part for the first section. So what we do is we start off with the open D string and then go to the G and B strings afterwards. I've just removed that finger so you can see it properly. So da, da, da. Then there's a slight pause before I play the 3 again. Pause. And there's that number 2 on the A string. I then play those 3 notes again. So slowly we have. And then I hammer on the 0 to 2 on the A string before playing 2, 3 on the G and B strings. So that first part, slowly we have. We're going to repeat that 3 times in a row. After you've done that, there's an extra bar. And that extra bar goes like this. And we start off in the same way as we normally do with 0, 2, 3. Then we have a 2-0, but this time it's on the D string. And then we play the 2, 3 on the same 2 strings we've had before. So make sure that middle finger goes from the A string to the D string. Then we have this fret number 3 on the D string. We're going to play it 3 times, so bend it up and bend it back down. Before playing 2, 0. After that, we have 2 more times round the initial bars. But then it pauses before it kicks in properly with the verse. So that's how we get through the opening guitar riff. Now, if you want the opening guitar riff in a PDF form like you've seen on the screen, then do head on over to Patreon. Not only can you get the introduction printed off, but you can also get the chords and the lyrics matched up as well. So if you want to maybe sing and play along with the chords, then yeah, you can do that over on Patreon for just a couple of dollars. Saves you from right now and potentially making a mistake. Anyway, let's get on with the chords of the song. So for a lot of this, we're following a bit of a 12-bar blues kind of feel to it. However, if that means nothing to you, then don't worry, we're going over the chords anyway. Now, what I'm going to do is just kind of strum along with the chords. I'm still going to use my fingers like I did in the introduction, but if you have a plectrum, that's fine. And the first chord we need is a D major chord. Now, D major is an open D string, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, and a 2 on the high E string. The other chords we're going to need before I show you the strumming are G major. We have a 3 on the E string, 2 on the A, 0, 0, 0, and a 3 on the high E string. And the third chord in the verse is an A major chord, which is an open A, 2, 2, 2 on the D, G, and B, followed by an open E string there. So those 3 chords are going to be the chords that we play to get us through the first verse. And in terms of strumming and the structure of those chords, we have this. So that's 4 bars worth of D before going to G for 2 bars. And then D again for 2 more bars. Then A major for 1 bar. G for 1 bar, and D for 2 bars. In terms of strumming, I'm trying to keep this nice and simple every time I'm playing down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Do that and that's 1 bar's worth. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now that does slightly differ to exactly what's happening on the track. There's a lot of kind of back and forth with the lowest note of the chord and the higher notes of the chord. However, I find this works really well if you just want to strum along and maybe play and sing along to it as well. We then have a pre-chorus. The pre-chorus is similar, but slightly different. So we'll start off with 4 lots of D major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, and then G. 2 bars worth there, before going back to D. Up to now, same as the verse. However, we go to this chord here for a bar, which is B minor. Now, the best way to play it is a bar chord, so if you're not as confident with your bar chords, then yeah, maybe it's a good time to start. What I'm doing is barring, as in flattening my finger from fret 2 on the A string all the way down these strings. However, I'm also adding in fret 4 and 4 on the D and G, and then my middle finger goes on fret 3 of the B string. That is a B minor chord. I'm going to play that for a bar. Down to A major, 2 lots of D major. Now we're still in the pre-chorus here, and we play the last part again. B minor, A major, and D major for 2 bars. We then get to the chorus, which thankfully is the same set of chords, but again the order of them changes quite a bit. So it is probably worth mentioning that, yeah, you can get them over, the chords over on Patreon, all wrote out professionally, and it just saves you from writing things out and yeah, maybe missing out a bar or so. So feel free to check that out, plus the chords and the lyrics matching up as well. That'll really help if you're going to sing along to it. But anyway, leading into that chorus, we have 4 lots of D, I'll not play that, followed by 2 bars of G. Then it goes back to the D chord. And here's where it changes compared to all the other parts. A major, G, then 2 lots of D major. However, we then go to A major, G, and then 2 lots of D major. I'd love to say that was the end of the song, but there's way more to it. So we have a bridge section. Play 4 lots of D, 2 lots of G, and 2 more lots of D, and you've got that bridge section. We then get to another verse. This verse is exactly the same as the first verse, note for note. We then get to a chorus, which thankfully is the same as the previous chorus. But then we finally get to an outro, and there's kind of a lot of different parts going on there. The simplest way of playing through that would be B minor for a bar, down to a G, and then 2 lots of D. However, you need to repeat that 4 times round to get to the very end of the song. So that's how you get through every single part of the song. If you are interested in getting the tablature for the introduction, as well as the chord chart and the chords and the lyrics matching up, do want to head on over to Patreon. There is a link in the description for that, just a couple of dollars, and yeah, you've got it all wrought out professionally. So I'd like to say thanks to you for watching, but also thanks to the people on the screen. Those are my active patrons who will get everything the moment this video goes live. So thanks to them and thanks to you. See you later.